What's up, everyone? Been a while. Thought I'd do a little kind of update on the tank. Kind of been on cruise control for the past month or so, ever since I added the anemones. I'm just recording out here. There's better lighting than inside my house. So yeah. So I've been getting a bit of cyanobacteria in the tank. I'm not sure the cause. I'm going to do a bit of testing in a bit. It started coming up ever since I added the anemones. My maroon clowns have been digging a lot, so I don't know if that's really sort of nutrients that were trapped in the sand. I'm not sure, but I'm going to do a test and see. But anyway, I'm gonna also do a water change. I usually do 40 liters per month. I know it's kind of a stretch, but that's what I've kind of been doing. I'm going to be doing probably a bit more, or a little bit more frequently, and yeah, I'll kind of take you along with that. In my last video I said I wanted to rescape the tank, and I picked up some new rocks, so I'll show you guys that as well. So yeah, these are the rocks. I only got 3 pieces because I didn't want to kind of overdo it. This is a stacks piece, and then we got like a base rock. This is decent size. It looks like that. So yeah, I was heating up some water before the water change. This is about 40 liters or so that I decided to heat up. It was a cold day, which is why I was doing it. I don't usually heat the water, but yeah, I decided to do it this time. And this is the tank at the moment. Honestly, yeah, it was looking like a bit of a mess with the cyano and the red and the you know, the algae on the glass. The algae on the glass is not an issue, but mostly the cyano. So I definitely need to up the water changes and stuff. But yeah. So yeah, as you saw by the test, I think my nitrates are sitting at between at least 5 and 10 ppm, which is probably not ideal, but kind of expected because I'm still not running you know, that efficient of an export system. So yeah, that could definitely be the issue for the cyano. So yep, got to up the water changes. So here I'm just siphoning out about 40 liters of chlorine water into this barrel. It's kind of my usual schedule. It's about a 40 litre water change per month, as I said before. So yeah, I was just doing that, and here we are probably about an hour later after I've refilled the tank with the new 40 litres of salt water. You can see there's a lot of debris floating around and stuff, because, you know, obviously when I pour it in, it would have kicked up a lot of stuff. And yeah, I'll just turn the return pump on, and there we go, as it fills back up. So yeah, like I said, I was, you know, been doing 40 litre water changes once a month, and it's probably not enough, to be completely honest. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why the cyano is growing, you know, towards the front. And yeah, this is some of the things that I use during each water change: polyfilter and filter wool. I've been using it for a while, and I think it just does a great job of clearing the water. I've stopped using filter socks, and I just use those exclusively with some other sponges and things like that. And yeah, this is the tank the next day, all cleared up. As you can see, the water's looking nice and clear. Fish tanks, you know, fresh and salt water, just look the best the day after a water change. And yeah, everyone's, you know, happy again. And yeah, just a side shot of the tank. But unfortunately, I guess I didn't siphon out all the cyano, and it's kind of like, you know, grown back in about a day. So I'm going to have to look at getting a proper, or not a proper, but a different siphon, one that doesn't have an actual drain on it, so I can actually get out all the cyano in one shot. So it's definitely something that I'm going to have to order. But otherwise, everything's looking okay. The Xenia is actually looking kind of sad. I think that's due to lack of elements in my water, I'm guessing. So we will have to look at doing something about that. And yeah, it's just a shot of the sump. Same thing, live rock in there. Probably do a bit of a clean, but yeah, that's a day after the water change. And then a few days later, I visited my local fish shop, picked up a few essentials, some some fine filter floss. I got some more biomedia because I was taking out some of the rocks from the main display. So whenever you want to do that, you want to get some additional media, just because you don't want a massive bacterial bloom or anything like that. Also got some food for my bristlenose in my freshwater tank, and I also got a new addition to the tank, a coral banded shrimp. It looks to be a female with the blue chest, and yeah, it's a pretty decent size, so that's pretty cool. So everyone, this is the tank about 2 hours later. Just fed them because all the fish kind of looked a bit sad after the rescape. To be completely honest, I'm not like 100% happy with the the new scape, but I'm content enough to leave it at the moment. Because yeah, I removed a lot of rocks, so I did free up a lot of space. You can see these are the 3 new pieces that I added. I moved some corals around. There's the new addition. You can kind of see it. Coral banded shrimp. One of my favorite shrimps, the aquarium hobby. So yeah, that's kind of the new scape. It just it frees up a lot of space, and it allows me to add a few more corals. So I think that's a pro. I'll show you guys now so that's one of the pieces. It was a massive piece. You can see it. See it there. This was another one. And then I also put out one Carib Sea rock that I had in there. This one, I think there's still some pest and enemy stuck on somewhere. So I'm just watching where I pick it up. That was the other one. So you can see all the ones that I put out. 5 pretty decent sized pieces. And yeah, hopefully it frees up some more space so I can add a few more corals, a few more fish. And yeah, another reason why I put it out is because this rock and that one over there, they came from a really old reef tank that my one of my LFS people shut down. So they were giving the rock away, and I just took it, and I kind of liked the shape of it, so I chucked it in. But probably not the best idea. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so a quick update. I'm actually making this video about a week after it actually happened. Yeah, it's pretty shitty news, to be honest. So after I added the coral banded shrimp, I checked my tank the next morning, and I found my bicolor blenny dead right next to it. And it was the first fish I added to the tank after Reef restart. So it was pretty sad, and yeah, I can only assume it was the coral banded shrimp, and I think probably was due to a little bit of my incompetence on the actual coral banded shrimp.
on my part, which has resulted in its death. Because I actually thought, I didn't think they were as aggressive as they apparently are. I've done research on it a bit, but clearly not enough. They will actually go for fish at night, and I was reading straight after it happened, a few cases that people's blennies have been eaten and stuff like that by coral banded shrimps. So yeah, I can only assume it got taken out by the coral banded shrimp, which is a real shame because it was a massive blenny. It was probably my favorite fish in the tank, and I think it was a real popular one among my friends and family and stuff. So that's a shame. So rest in peace to him. But the coral banded shrimp's now in the sump. I'm not going to take any chances with him. I guess it was kind of maybe an impulse buy. Yeah, guys, that's a pretty sad way to end the video. So, but it is what it is, and hopefully we'll learn from it. And hopefully, if you're watching this and you were thinking about a coral banded shrimp, maybe you can rethink your decision and learn from my mistakes. But so I am recording this video probably about a week after it happened. It's now the 20th of October. I don't know, I kind of felt too shitty to record it after, because it was actually a favorite fish of mine. And I don't know, usually like when I lose fish, it's sad, but like personally me, I'd get over it. But I don't know, this time it was a bit more sadder than usual. So but we got to learn from it, and just try our best to keep the fish that we currently have. And so I will have an update coming out soon with some cool additions. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We have got some new things, and until the next one, guys.